Drinkle to Brolly. Hubbard, Kilmore rather. Well, it's not on the pitch, it is. Booth. Chance. Andy Crane knocked it to Lavelle. Turns it inside to Can. And he can't. Brown. Leicester. Back to Brown. McGregor comes flying in. He's been working on the pair too long, John. And he gets nutmegged. He will not like that. And neither did Mickey Leicester. Quick one. Brolly. That's a corner. Well, Paul Usher claimed it was a goal kick. Leicester. Oh, that was cute. Booth. A big cheer is that Dennis Law, who's had a long journey from Scotland, has arrived. Well, they brought him on. Nobody's gone off. Don't really matter. Leicester. McGregor. How many bloody players are on the pitch? Look out, will you? Leicester. As Boyland and Dennis Law are having a conversation in midfield. Oh, that was a great ball from Kilmore. And there's a good star from Weltman. Oh. Andy Crane. Just the thought occurred to me, there's 16 players on that pitch for the All-Stars. Crane tries to turn it back to Booth. Three wise men in the middle. Eddie Blissett, Dennis Law and Boyland. Brolly. Out by McGregor. Back to Brolly. Hit the bar. Foul on the goalkeeper. Brown. Knocked it back to Stuart Gray. That's knocked forward to Dennis Law. Bob Aldrich in the net. Three-two for the All-Stars. Well, all the rules have gone by the book now, so it's no good worrying about it. It's only a friendly. Drinkle back to Shelton. Usher, he'll get it back to young Weltman. Down below was Pelly's limping off. Drinkle, good jink. Lester. Kilmore to Brown. Chance now. Mike Lavelle with him. Oh, he jinked well. And that's a goal. 3 each. 29 minutes gone as Kevin Kilmore scores the equaliser. Craig, Eddie Blissett and Bob Aldridge. McGregor. Cut out by Brolly. Brown in hard. Aldrich. Law flicks it to Mike Lavelle. Out by Wigginton. Keith Brown. Drinkle to Brown. Inside to Hubbard. Back to Lester. Allowed to run through. Drinkle back to Shelton. Leaves it for Brolly. Can look it back to Drinkle. To Shelton. Chance of a cross. It's deep. It's a corner. Referee says it's a goal kick. Mind you, we don't agree very often anyway. Johnny Lee's coming out with some interesting comments on the other side. I wouldn't have thought he needed a mic. And also, what's confusing up here with this Irish team, there's 2 number 6s, there's 2 number 11s, although one's gone off. Lester jinks well. Brolly. Out by Usher. Keith Brown. Good save by young Weltman. And there's the DJ. Knocks it down to Lavelle. Linesman keeps it in play. Ball's not forward to Dennis Law. That's a goal. Great save by White. Pause. Paul Usher. There's a dig. He didn't bury it. Good dummy there by Shelton, sending two the wrong way. McGregor's been pushed forward. That one's a good ball at all, but Brown did well. Still with Brown, he got Kilmore on his left, he cuts inside. Hubbard. It's this aging genius. Danny Weltman. Good clearance. I watch him, Batchy. McGregor. To Lavelle. "35 minutes gone. And it's 3 each. Looking round to see if Mr. Blissett's still breathing. Yes, he's still alright. Oxygen tent standing by for ready at half time. And there it is, it's half time with All Stars 3, Grimsby Town Select 3. The goals: Andy Crane, Edward Blissett from a immaculate taken penalty, and Bob Aldrich for the All Stars, and Kevin Kilmore 2 and Phil Hubbard for the Grimsby Town Select. It's half time. I don't particularly know what's happening. I don't think that the players do. The referees don't. You don't expect them to anyway. Only kidding, lads. Only kidding. And I'll just take a short break. Cameras are still rolling. I'll hand it to Mr. Shearsmith on his thoughts on the first half with this magnificent cup final.
Well, what a wonderful game this has turned out to be. The crowd have turned out in their thousands. This splendid game between the All-Stars and the ex-Mariners. The ex-Mariners are really putting up a good show. Managed to get 3 goals. Even though they've conceded 3 themselves.
I will say though, Graham, for Sunday afternoon charity match, it's quite a good turnout.
There's quite a few here, fortunately. Fortunately, the weather's been kind for them. The rain stayed away for a change, and there has been a certainly good turnout. It looks to be in advance of 1,000 people over the other side there.
Yeah, it's very good, and of course the game is only a fun game, and it's been taken in good part. Dennis Law is now speaking. Of course, Dennis has come all the way down from Scotland. It's been a long journey for him. That's Dennis Law talking to the crowd, an appeal, because it is for a very good cause, and I'm pleased that for everybody involved, In the organising of it, it's turned out very well indeed. That is not Dennis Law's son, by the way, that's David Boyland. Well, I must say I've just about give up on finding out which players are which. But I don't think it matters all that much. And while we're taking a rest, we've got the band on. So I'll leave it to the band. Well, that's a rare sight. Yeah, doing exercises. That's the way to keep fit. There's Mr. Blissett, elegant. My God, he looks like Rock Hudson. Mind you, to be fair to Eddie, he came to the aid of his team. And moving to the end of the line, that big daft bugger at number 3 is my Ed Dorman. Get off the field, you fool. 18 now. 19. On. Right. Well, we're nearly ready for the second half. There's 18 playing for the All-Stars and 11 for Grimsby. There's Mike Lavelle and company discussing tactics with Paul Usher and Simon O'Brien. Law. Bob Aldrich. Plays one forward. Andy Crane. Plays it back to Paul Usher. O'Brien making a run on his left. O'Brien. Great cross. As Dennis Booth remembers his days at Lincoln. That was at the Lincoln City, not the not the Nut House. Mind you, some of the players that were always reckon they ought to have been in one. Well, Grote does anyway. Wigginton chips one forward. Hubbard. I know for a fact he should have been. Neat ball. Kilmore inside, but it's short. Usher. To Dennis Booth. To O'Brien. Some blonde lad making a run. As Dennis Law and David Boyland hold another conflab. I'm sure he must be Dennis Law's son, the way they're hanging out together. Brown. Well, of course, he's a big, strong lad, that Dave Brown. As the linesman kept it in, Eddie Blissett plays it to Matt Lavelle. Dennis Law, it's in. What a save! Well, that was typical Dennis Law snap header, but what a save from White. Eddie Blissett taking a corner from the 18-yard, the edge of the penalty area because he can't reach from the corner flag. Now, to be fair, you know, when you get to that age, he should have took it from the penalty area. Pelé back on the pitch with his knee strapped up. Law. I remember Dennis Law first playing here as a 16-year-old for Huddersfield. Brown. Eddie Blissett. Great skill on the ball. I think he can go on as long as Stanley Matthews, Eddie. And he's only got about 4 years to do it in. Dennis Booth gets it to McGregor. Well, they're determined to try and get Dennis Law on. It's a goal kick. Oh, Bill Shankly was signed Dennis Law up when he played at Grimsby. I was only a young lad at the time. Brolly. Drinkle flicks it down to Hubbard. Andy Crane. Mike Lavelle. He's been crossing the ball well, Mike Lavelle. And there's another one. But it's just the wrong side of the post. Stuart Gray rolls it to Boyland. Keith Brown. Neat skills by Keith Brown. Boyland down the line to the veteran Hubbard. Hubbard. Back to Keith Brown. Brown, quality cross. Brolly. But he could never hit the ball. Brown. Out by Bob Aldrich. Leicester. Boyland. It'll go back to Brown. Well, it would have done if Dave Brown hadn't took his legs from under him. He wasn't trying to get in Deans, you know, Dave. Take it easy. Boyland. Well taken by Weltman. McGregor. Poloship beckons the Grimsby players towards him. Leicester. Well, the ball won't bounce for Mick to show his tricks. Bob Aldrich. Drinkle. O'Brien. Safely